Guys, today I don't have much time, but I will try to explain you very quickly how I create apps from completely zero, okay, from the ground up without looking for investors, without being on San Francisco or any of those places. I build apps completely on my own, and try to keep everything simple when I'm doing it. If it's the first time that you are watching my videos, my name is Justo. I'm in a process of creating 12 apps in 1 year, and I recently launched the fourth app, which is Kobo, an app that helps you create content that drives users to your software as a service. Now, I believe the first and most important thing when you're creating an app is defining the problem, okay? And here I think you have different ways to find the problem that you want to solve. You can either search on social media. I mean, if you search on social media, I will be honest with you. For me, it's very easy because I already have a lot of videos with a lot of different angles, so I can find and extract a lot of different pain points from the audience and from potential users. So I already have ideas from there. Now, the other path that you have is looking for companies already making, I don't know, 1 million plus, 1 million plus dollars per year with an app, because that means they are solving a painful problem, okay? Because obviously it's making them money. So what you can do is create a very simple vertical app with a similar solution, but for a sub niche. You will be creating an app with less features and more focused. When it comes to deciding which audience, if you already define the problem, you probably have already the audience that you want to attack. Once again, for me, it's very simple because I usually build apps for developers. Since I am a developer, so I can understand very well the target audience. I already know the pains they have, and I already know if the solution works or not. Then I can, of course, validate with, let's say, 10 users, 50 users, or even 100 users, but I already know before that. And now, finally, the third point, one of the most important ones, obviously, is the solution, okay? That's the point that completes the triangle: problem, audience, and solution, okay? Those are the three key points when creating a software as a service application. And for the solution, you can either create your own hypothesis or look for competitors, see the things that they are doing, and see if you can create a similar solution with a similar approach. But I take into account that first of all, you are focusing on a minimum viable product, okay, to test the product. You are not trying to build a multinational company yet. So keep things simple. Now, once I already have the hypothesis, I jumped to Figma and I start designing the solution, okay? I start designing the most important flow, which is the one that will take someone from not knowing you or arriving at the landing page to completing and achieving the desired outcome of the app. I mean, because if the person doesn't achieve the desired outcome, the app doesn't make sense. I designed the most important flow and two or three secondary flows, okay? But put all your energy and focus on trying to get someone from not knowing you to achieving the desired outcome. I know that this is the hard part of creating the product, but it's also one of the most important ones, because as I'm telling you, without this, we have nothing. Now, once I did that, once I designed the core flow, I start considering if creating the sitemap, I mean, all the links, organization, is necessary or not. If it's not necessary, I start designing the wireframes. Otherwise, I start creating the sitemap. And for the wireframes, something very important is that I don't put colors and I don't put typographies. And the reason that I do that is because that confuses the eye, and it don't let you focus on the important thing, that is the user experience, okay, inside the app. And if you are facilitating or making the user's life easier when it comes to the app, when it comes to achieving the desired result. Once I finished the wireframes, which by the way don't need to be perfect, okay, the design of the app doesn't need to be perfect, because it's a minimum viable product. Then you can improve later on. But we don't want to spend 8 months designing something that we still don't know if it's gonna work or not. Once I design the app, I already have mental clarity, so I start designing the backend. At this point, I'm still not developing the backend, but only designing it, okay? Only the core parts of the backend. You don't need to overcomplicate this part or this step. Just focus on the key information or the most important information of the user to avoid errors. And once I designed the backend, which by the way I usually use MongoDB, I start planning and then creating the app. I usually use Notion to plan the complete app, and then I use Next.js with Vercel to develop the app, and of course also to launch the app. And then I use Stripe for payments. Only and only if it's strictly necessary, I use Python with SQL databases. For example, for Kobo, I used Python with Supabase because it was better to keep all the things organized when the app becomes complex. That's for developing the app. Now, as you may already know, developing the app is only 40 or 50% of the job. Then you need to also do distribution. And for distribution, I usually start marketing the app at the same time that I start designing the app. From day zero. And this is something I learned the hard way. Distribution is one of the hardest things. That's why I developed Kobo. So from day 1 to day 30, I post every single day until I launch the app. And then once I launched the app, I have a bit more time, so I keep posting with more frequency. As you can see, I keep things very simple and very straightforward. I hope this video helped you. If this helped you, you can hit the like button and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you don't lose the upcoming videos, which I know you will love. If you still didn't see Kobo, I will leave you the links on the comment section so you can go and check it out. If you need help with your software as a service application, with distribution or developing the app, whatever, you can book a one-on-one call and I can try to help you. Thank you very much for supporting the content, and I hope to see you on the next video.